When we talk about making millions, many people do not realize that farming can be one of the many ways to go about it. You see, we all want to make money, and that's probably why you're watching this video, to learn about the 7 best crops to grow for big profits. Well, there are lots of farming ideas that could be worth your time and even make you a millionaire, landing you a spot on Forbes. Now, one interesting thing about these agricultural products is that you don't necessarily have to grow them yourself. You can choose to get them from various rural areas or farming communities and then sell them in cities or towns at higher prices. With that said, let's get started. Number 7. Ginseng. Ginseng is a plant valued for its slow-growing medicinal root, and there are 2 main types: Panax ginseng, Korean ginseng, and Panax cinquefolius, also known as American ginseng. Both types have been used in traditional medicine for a long time. Although there's limited clinical evidence for the health benefits of ginseng, early studies suggest positive effects on memory, menopause symptoms, and fatigue. In Asian cooking, ginseng is used, and it's found in herbal teas and energy drinks. When considering growing ginseng for profit, it's a long-term investment. It takes 6 years after planting before you can harvest mature ginseng roots. However, many growers sell ginseng seeds and younger rootlets while waiting for the main crop to mature. Over 6 years, ginseng growers can earn up to $200,000 per acre when considering roots, rootlets, and seeds. While large-scale cultivation is intensive and risky, small-scale growth under forest cover can be done at little to no cost. Wild ginseng found in the eastern and northern United States is preferred by buyers for its perceived medicinal potency. As true wild ginseng becomes rarer, there's a growing market for wild simulated ginseng, where it's planted in naturally occurring forests. If you're growing trees on your farm, ginseng could be a valuable addition. The roots of wild simulated ginseng can sell for $300 to $600 per pound. Number 6. Cassava farming. Similar to groundnuts, cassava has numerous uses. You can boil cassava and eat it like a yam, or you can process it into various products such as flour, chips, starch, and the well-known fufu. Fufu production is especially popular when it comes to using cassava. When selecting an agribusiness venture, it's wise to consider farm produce that has a long value chain or multiple uses. Cassava fits this criteria well. The use of cassava as a substitute for flour is gaining popularity quickly. As a result, you can expect the demand for cassava to increase in the coming years. Number 5. Microgreens. What's great about microgreens is how easy it is to grow them in any space. You can begin with just 5 or 6 trays in a spare room or basement and start making a few $100s extra each month right away. Microgreens grow quickly, taking only 2 or 3 weeks from seed to harvest, and they often sell for more than $15 per pound. As you expand, using shelving to grow microgreens becomes handy. This allows you to grow them under fluorescent lighting with up to 4 rows on top of each other. Even in an average basement or spare bedroom, using shelving can help you produce 10,000 worth of microgreens per month. They're commonly grown in trays filled with soil, but hydroponic growth is also possible. Similar to mushrooms, microgreens need to be sold fresh since they don't last long. To find a market, consider selling at farmers markets, connecting with local chefs and grocery stores, or selling to wholesalers. Almost any regular vegetable or herb can be grown as a microgreen, with common ones being sunflower, radish, and pea shoots. It's advisable to start with these, since they're easier to grow and more familiar to people, making them easier to sell. Considering their high yield per square foot and the high selling price, microgreens are among the most profitable vegetables to grow. Number 4. Cotton. In the textile industry, cotton plays a crucial role. It's a valuable crop that produces cotton used extensively in making textiles for clothes. The threads spun from this cotton are a major component in the garment industry. Interestingly, I found out some years ago that certain currency notes are considering that people always wear clothes. Just think about a world with over 7 billion individuals wearing at least one cotton item daily. This indicates a vast market for cotton, ensuring that you can make money by selling cotton produce. If you have the financial means and a large piece of land, cotton farming is a promising agriculture business idea. Cotton can be easily exported between countries, and there's a readily available market for it. If you manage things properly, the potential income from growing cotton is limitless. Number 3, lavender. Lavender is a really versatile crop. You can sell its flowers fresh or dried to florists. The dried flowers can be used to make arrangements and wreaths, or sold to crafters and craft supply shops. And of course, it's used to make lavender oil. It's found in aromatherapy products, skincare items like soaps and lotions, and even in herbal pillows and sachets. If you want an easy way to sell it, dried lavender bouquets are the way to go. You don't need equipment, labor, or time. 1 acre of lavender plants can give you about 12,000 bouquets per year, selling for 10 or more each. To prepare them for the market, just tie the flower stems together into bunches and hang them in a well-ventilated area for at least a week. Lavender plants like well-drained soil, but can grow in different climates. They usually don't need much fertilizer or irrigation. You can easily grow more lavender in a greenhouse from cuttings. Although they don't flower until the 2nd year, they keep growing and flowering for 10 years or more. Plus, they're fast-growing and resistant to diseases. Number 2, exotic mushroom. Mushrooms are natural fungi that can bring in much money. If you invest in mushroom farming, then forget about going broke ever again because it's that profitable. Mushrooms are full of vitamins, protein, and minerals. Many people prefer them over meat or fish due to their nutritional value and health benefits. Although mushroom farming can be very profitable, not all mushrooms are safe to eat. Some can be poisonous. So, before diving into this farming, make sure to get proper training in mushroom cultivation. This way, you can tell which mushrooms are safe to eat and learn how to grow them successfully. For mushroom farming, you'll need a dark shed or room because mushrooms don't need much sunlight like plants do. Other things you'll need include sawdust, polyethylene bags, mushroom seeds, urea, nitrogen fertilizer, lime, water, a sealing machine, a weighing scale, and a refrigerator for storage. If you have all the necessary items, you can start your own mushroom farming business today. Within the next 21 days, you could be selling mushrooms to hotels, exporters, and pharmaceutical companies. Number 1, bamboo. And finally, we have bamboo, one of the fastest growing woody plants globally, with some species in Japan growing more than 3 feet, 1 meter in just a day. While many think of bamboo as a tropical plant, there are cold, hardy varieties that can survive winters with temperatures below 0. Bamboo is versatile for landscaping. It can be sold as a standalone decorative plant or used to make hedges or screens. People are willing to pay up to $150 for a potted bamboo plant, and the demand is high. Growing bamboo in pots in your nursery can yield thousands of dollars per year. In a 40-foot by 30-foot space with 5-gallon pots, you can grow over 600 bamboo plants at a time. Beyond landscaping, bamboo is gaining popularity for textiles or fabrics. In areas with a climate suitable for outdoor bamboo growth, you can use it for various purposes, including Asian culinary dishes, kitchenware, flooring, and even as a biofuel crop. New bamboo shoots take only 8 to 10 weeks to reach full height, but require an additional 3 to 5 years to mature fully. Since bamboo is a grass, it grows back after harvest without replanting. Cutting it back can even make it grow faster the next year. Bamboo is a prime example that highly profitable crops aren't always edible. And there you have it, guys. If you found this video useful, please give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more.